What if I told you the way it has always been done is not the best way? Facing your fears will change your life. The passion behind this journey is merging two separate worlds into one with the goal of creating value and awareness for a better life.
I'd rather be sidelined trying to achieve greatness than watch greatness achieved and it only set on the sideline. Now introducing your host, Jacob Emery.
This episode of the Iron and Infrastructure Podcast is brought to you by Unlocking Greatness with Jacob Emery, a coaching community built for those ready to become the strongest version of themselves. Weekly calls, proven playbooks, and a community built to grow. Greatness is not given, it's unlocked. Join us today at jacobemery.com or DM coach at jacobemery44 on all social media platforms. How do you build confidence when you've been a failure so long in life? Building confidence is about commitment, committing to doing something in private and then making it happen. Promise something to yourself and then don't let yourself down. See that commitment through. Commit to taking action on something that is impactful and start small. Confidence is built by undeniable proof of doing what you say you're going to do. What's one habit that changed everything? One habit that changed everything is empowering myself to believe that I was worthy, that I was able to accomplish whatever I want in life, that I could have a dream and go get it. Mindset. The one habit, positivity first, protect that positivity, believe that you can go chase your dreams and accomplish them. And when the mindset's right, everything else falls into place. Perspective is everything. If you frame it right, you'll get it right. How do you know if your current career path or job is the right one for you? You have to visualize your future. You have to figure out what's the future look like. What's the perfect day look like? When you know that your discipline will allow you the freedom to get whatever you want out of life, you have to figure out what you want in the future. You might have to do something for a while you don't like. At the end of it, though, what does your perfect day look like? What would you do if money was no object? What would you do if time was no object? Figure out what you enjoy doing, but you might have a period or a season where you're just in it and you can't get out of it yet. For the longest time, I didn't want to be at RR Pipeline. I wanted nothing to do with it, but I knew what the end goal was and what the outcome could be. So I stuck it out, stayed with it. How do you set goals when your life feels like it's in constant chaos? It's small wins. 90 days, maybe the longest, maybe 30 days, maybe a couple weeks. Habits over time will allow you to dream bigger, to do bigger, but you have to get some wins. You have to stack wins to build the confidence by stacking small wins, and eventually the compound effect of that is big wins. What's your daily routine or system for staying disciplined? Set your alarm clock. You got to have a daily standard. No snooze. You don't hit the snooze button. If the plan is to wake up at 3, you wake up at 3. Non-negotiable. Preparation. Preparation is huge. You got to have a standard. What is your standard? My standard is no snooze, physical output, mental input, track and attack, gratitude and preparation. If you do not prepare, better prepare, fail. Fail to prepare, prepare, fail. Winning starts the day before. How do you push through the days when motivation is gone? 90% of my days, motivation does not even show up. It's discipline. You create a lifestyle for a vision for your life. You create habits. You create success criteria, and you do not waver. Screw your motivation. Forget about motivation. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a lifestyle. Take that motivation, translate it to discipline, get what you want out of life. What's the difference between being busy and being productive? This is gold. You got to have outcomes. Being busy doesn't mean you're accomplishing anything. Action itself does not equal accomplishment. Show me what the outcome is. You got to be focused. And by focus, finish one course until successful. Just because you have a execution of 10 out of 10 doesn't mean the value of what you execute on is 10 out of 10. Make sure that your execution is at least a 7 and your value on that execution is also 7. It's a top white quadrant. If you do an XY graph, you got to make sure that the value of what you're executing on is great, because no matter how well you execute on a 1 out of 10 task, it still doesn't have value. Make sure you know what you're doing when it comes to commitment with your time, and make sure that the task you're working on is where it should be for your skill set. What to do when you fall off track and feel like giving up. Sometimes being buried is nothing more than being planted. You're not buried alive. You're being planted to be reborn. You have to get rid of that past environment. You have to change your environment. The Break Barriers Blueprint is absolute gold for this. If you feel like giving up, why would you stop there? If you're going through hell, why would you stop there? Reset, break down your reality, build a bridge away from it, and build up for your future self. Starts with the Break Barriers Blueprint, and the rest you can find with the coaching community. Unlocking Greatness. How do you deal with doubt, both from yourself and others? The first one is yourself. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Others are not going to validate it, are not going to help you get there, and cannot tear it down. If you believe it, that's what matters. If you think that you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're not going to be able to. Doesn't mean it's going to work, though. There is a known cost of time, energy, and effort to get this desired outcome. It doesn't mean it's going to work. You have to find joy in the journey, the day-to-day process. What do you enjoy doing that no matter the outcome, you would enjoy it? You would have fun doing this thing. We all have goals and aspirations and we want the outcome. That's why we do it. But ultimately, if you're only looking for the view and you're not enjoying the climb, you're not going to enjoy the view that much. Everybody wants the trophy, but not everybody wants the training ground. So find your training ground and enjoy that training ground. What if your environment, your friends and your family are not supportive of your growth? Find a new one. Life is simple. You get one shot. Everybody thinks that you got to have support. The people around you that are closest to you, they don't have to support you. It's okay if they don't. The ones that you think should support you probably can't. Most of the time, they're going to be insecure about their own lack of desire or lack of dreams and aspirations. Do not let someone downplay your dreams that you're trying to make a reality if they have never accomplished it. Don't go ask for advice from someone that hasn't accomplished what you're desiring to do. It's your life. You get one of them. There are no redo buttons. Every time you pass a chapter in your life, think about reading a book. If you could read a book and never turn back a page and reread that book, would you write the same book? Would you read it different? What would you do with more intent? Think about your life as a book. You're writing your book every day when you wake up. You can't flip back yesterday. You can only focus on now and in the future. What's your book say? Pretty powerful. Think about the book that you want to write. And then people that have opinions about it, are they even going to show up at your funeral if it's raining out and it's inconvenient for them? You got to do you. Can you grow without going through pain or discomfort? No. Prepare to be going through pain and discomfort. If you're trying to grow, it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. There's no sugarcoating it. It is not easy. It is not for everyone. But I promise that you will not regret doing it. You will regret not trying. There's going to be pain. Failure is part of fulfillment. It does not come without it. Find a person that has had an easy life and a life filled with purpose, and you won't. There's not one that exists. To get what you want out of life, you're going to have to go through hell. And that's why it's worth it, because you went through it, challenged yourself, and you came out the other side. How do you structure your week for success? So for me, priority awareness, simple solutions. I strategize every day with intent, with where I put my attention. My attention has intention behind it. Intentional attention. When I'm allocating time, I'm present. I'm in that state of mind to be there. I try to task prioritize per the day. So Monday is a lot of meetings, a lot of leadership stuff, a lot of teamwork. Tuesday, I have coaching. I have a long day that day. From 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., I'm working. And I have similar tasks going in every day on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the same. Bundle tasks that are similar together so you don't have to reset your frame of mind. Don't go into a meeting and then leave for a sales call and then go do marketing strategy and then anything else. You want to have similar tasks bundled together for that day. Your train of thought will be so much more clear. It'll be easier to stay aligned and you don't have to stop and reset your brain to whatever task. Alex Hormozy calls it maker or manager. Are you managing people? Or are you managing meetings? Or are you a maker where you're being creative, doing content, doing whatever? Maker or manager, it's pretty simple. Days of production day, I'm fully focused on performing. Then I have preparation days, and then I have days where I'm just preserving myself and recovering. What tools or apps do you use to stay organized and focused? Slack is the communication channel that I utilize. My EA Dane has Notion that she keeps up to date. She project managed with Asana. and we use just a simple text message back and forth whenever it's something important. I use Google Docs for everything now. I put all my playbooks in there. Um, I'm a big tools person. I really grab a lot of different tools and try them out and experiment what works for me. For podcasting, I use Riverside, especially for virtual. All my content normally is through Riverside. Very simple, very easy to navigate. Them are the main ones. But if I had to simplify it, Slack, Google Docs, and Riverside. How to manage time when you're working full time and trying to build something on the side. So say that your full-time job's 40 hours a week from 9 to 5. So you get your ass out of bed. From 5 to 9, you execute on your hustle. 9 to 5, your 8 hour day. From 5 to 9 p.m., get your ass on that hustle. Whenever you have 4 hours before and after, you're working double time, but you're really just starting entrepreneurship. 16 hours a day is nothing. Be prepared for that to be the norm. So you got to establish the habits and the belief system to know that you're even capable of doing it. 16 hours a day, that's starting to get on the clock. So whenever you structure your time like that, it shows if you really got it. You might not want it. What is the best way to start a personal development journey when you're short on time? You're not short on time as much as you are short on attention. Audiobooks, accelerate to speed 1.2, maybe 1.5 if it's a slower read. Don't shut it off. Don't watch TV. Don't consume any media. Don't listen to garbage in, garbage out. So we focus on quality on the way to and from job sites, on the way to and from your work. Anytime you're transporting, anytime you have downtime, turn on an audiobook. That's been my go-to. I don't have the ability to have peace and quiet and focus. I have attention span of a 3-year-old, so I do audio all the time when I'm in the shower, when I'm getting ready, all the time. It's compound effect. 10 minutes a day will change your life. This episode of the Iron and Infrastructure Podcast is brought to you by R&R Pipeline Inc., an infrastructure company. Join our team today at rrpipeleineinc.com.